So we got the tadpoles on Saturday and it is now Wednesday night, and I think hopefully you'll be able to see if you compare the video, but they look like they're getting a little bit bigger. So we sent away for this. These are bloodworm treats. I think it was about £3. I'll open it to show you. And if you look closely, I'll see if I can show you. See on the top, there's those tiny little worms. They are eating away at them and slowly but surely turning into frogs. And if you have a look there on the side of the rock, now that little plant wasn't there before, but it is now. So just getting the rocks from the pond, the river that we bought them from, that found them in, was enough to provide the plants that they need to eat. And if you have a look here, I'll come down here, look, they're actually eating. This one's eating the bloodworms just now. Turn round. So look, there you can see what it looks like from the side. It has quite a thick tail. So from the top, the tails look quite thin, but actually you can see they're quite thick. And if you look closely at the back of it there, it looks like there's tiny little legs starting to, you see that? Tiny little legs starting to grow. So at the back there, those legs are going to grow and they're going to turn into frogs. This is the chart that my daughter found, and as you can see, when we got them, so 2 of them were tadpoles still clinging to the water plants. 2 of them were here, and 3 of them, actually, we decided they aren't there, that they're just here, okay? So that was on the first, which was, well, she said the first, but actually it was on Saturday. And then on Monday, she printed this and marked where they were. So we're going to chart their growth and hopefully watch them grow all the way into adult frogs. So I'm hoping that for some of your home learning, if your parents or whoever is looking after you at home will let you go to a place nearby that has a pond. I know that the small pond in Queen's Park has them. Maxwell Park Pond might have them. The river at Lynn Park has them. Maybe even the river in Pollock Park. So there's lots and lots of local places that have ponds that might have tadpoles. And if you're allowed, for your home learning, see if you can catch a couple and even just have fun, like catch them. You'll need to make sure you've got water in your bucket, water from the pond or the lake or the river that they're already living in. It's really important. Don't put tap water in it. It's really important that it's the water that they already live in, okay? And catch them. If your parents don't let you bring them home, just when you've finished looking at them and seeing how they behave and things, then you can just put them back in the pond or the river that you got them from. If your parents let you, take some home and you can keep them just in a normal jar. It doesn't need to be a fish tank. We had a spare fish tank. It doesn't need to be a fish tank. You can just keep them in an old jam jar, but just make sure that the water's from the pond that you collected it from, and make sure that there's a couple of stones in there that are a little bit taller than the water, so that when they do turn into frogs, that they can get up onto the stone, because frogs can live in the water and outside the water. Okay, so we'll do one final check-in before I put this video together. So it's now Thursday morning and they are swimming away. They're having a great time. Look, one of them's eating on the rocks there, and the other one is, one of them's kind of settled at the bottom, and there should be, oh, and there's one over there as well. So they're doing really well. if you do decide to bring some home and you can't get the bloodworm treats that I told you about, then try your best. Let's see if I can get this in focus. Try your best to get some plants from the pond or the river that you get your tadpoles from, to get some plants. And if you get the stones, some sort of mossy stones, then you'll be able to provide them with some algae, because the algae will grow on the stones and they can eat that. Or if you have a garden, they eat little green fly, little aphids. So if you have a garden, you could probably find their tiny little green fly. And if you collect them and you can put them in the water, and the tadpoles will also eat them. So even if you can't buy the bloodworms like we did, you can still find lots of things that they can eat. Maybe even do a Google search and find out exactly what they might want to eat that you can find in nature. Okay? If you do manage to get some pet tadpoles and whoever's looking after you is happy for you to do that, or even if you manage to catch them and put them back and don't take them home, please text me and let me know about it, because I'd love to know what you've learned about tadpoles. And if you can't get out and you can't get to a pond or a river and you can't see any tadpoles at all, then I would like you to go online and I would like you to research some interesting things about tadpoles and how they grow into frogs. And also, I would like you to find out some interesting information about the different types of frogs that you can get. And extra bonus points to anybody who can discover what kind of frogs these tadpoles are going to grow into. Okay, I'll wait and look forward to hearing from you all. Bye.